In the Downs renovation, the age of the house gave it a lot of character, but also posed some interesting design challenges. So here in the master suite, the challenge here was this was 2 bedrooms. There was no master bathroom and there was no large closet. So we ended up taking 2 small bedrooms and turning it into 1 large master suite. You know, I added some fun detail in here, some old shelving, architectural work that I think really ties into the age of the house. One of my favorite rooms in this house, though, is this master bathroom. Let's go check it out. So here in the master bathroom, I just love this classic play on color. We did a lot of black and white in here. We incorporated the shiplap that we found in the other rooms where we couldn't use it. We did it as a chair roll around so it still felt like the time period of the house. But in here we wanted to change it up a bit. I wanted to go with a black and white tile on the floor that's cement. And what I love about this tile is it's super fun, but there's just a classic way about it. I wanted to go bold with the mirrors, so we did these really cool mirrors that they make a huge statement. And I think in a bathroom that has ceilings this high, why not go big with the mirrors? Another thing that I really love is we did a matte black cabinet at the base, and then we paired it with a brushed brass knob and hardware, and I think it looks really good. I think what I love most, though, is that there's a timeless, classic way about it, but there's still some really unique design elements that we got to incorporate in here for our clients. In designing the Zan's Master Suite, I really wanted to personalize the space to fit my client's Southwestern style. We achieved that distinctive look by keeping things clean but unique so it didn't feel too much like a theme. I love this master suite. We've got these brand new beautiful wood windows in here, but one of the things I really wanted to focus on was this accent wall. We had the cedar wood trimmed down. We added some stucco in here. This wall just adds a lot of texture and dimension in this space. Another thing I really like about this room are these hanging pendants. This is something, especially off of a wall like this, that adds even more dimension and more interest. Let's check out the master bathroom. You know, we really wanted to change things up here. Originally, everything was blue. Blue toilet, blue shower. We really wanted to lighten it up, update it, but on this vanity, I wanted to do something a little unique. I love these white oak cabinets. I love this really cool industrial hardware. But I think the coolest part about this is how this is elevated in the middle. So it's a practical countertop space, but there's also more storage. This house really came alive in this renovation. We got to play a part in restoring this home for this family. It was a really big honor for me and Chip. For the White's home, I wanted to combine the rugged, simple style of the husband with the classic look that the wife loves. The nice thing about the master bedroom is it didn't need a ton of updating, but for this room, it was really a cosmetic change that we did. But again, we're talking about the blend of rustic and traditional. 2 people, 2 different styles, but 1 room. We installed new hardwood floors in here. As you see, we have this really pretty, delicate chandelier. I think the chandelier just adds a really sweet, special touch to this room. It really makes it feel warm, cozy, inviting. Now, the husband really wanted a sliding barn door. I didn't beat it up too much. I left it pretty clean and simple, pretty stained. I mean, this is something that you can build. The rustic door and the chandelier and the headboard really balance each other out. Here in the bathroom, I think, is where you're really gonna see the biggest blend of both of them. You've got the marble backsplash, but the wood tile. You've got the marble countertops over here with the wood frame. So it's really a blend of him and her. I really think this house was one of my favorites because it was blending 2 very different styles into one space, and it worked. When designing with the coastal theme for the Ermoyan project, I didn't want to go too literal with it. So I used simple, thoughtful details to tie it all together and keep the design relaxed and calming, not overwhelming. I really love how quaint and cozy it is in here. The color on the walls I decided to use was a lighter blue-gray tone, but it still has that fresh, clean way about it. When you're trying to carry on a theme, you can keep it subtle. We have the sand and these really cool hurricane jars. Fun little glass things with seashells. My client loves shells. The lamps with the rope, but also this driftwood that we found. here in Waco. It's stuff like this that I think even though we're in Texas, you can still have what you want. Let's check out the master bathroom. I really like this bathroom because it's not overbearing. There's a lot of texture going on and a lot of dimension, but it's not too much. I love these fun pendant lights that we chose, these rotating mirrors. We use a really light palette in here, softer gray on the floor. One of the things I love the most in this bathroom is this new shower that we got for our clients. We've got this really cool basket weave on the wall, and then we have these fun pebbles on the floor. We've made their shower twice as big, but with this glass and all this texture, I just really feel like it makes a huge statement in this bathroom. In the Armorium project, Chris really wanted a music room away from the rest of the house. Since that space didn't exist in the original floor plan, we had to get creative. You know, this room was a really fun project because this was originally the garage, and I feel like one of the challenges with garage conversions is that even after the update, it still feels and kind of even sounds like it was a garage. I think the biggest change is just all new drywall. We added baseboards and trim, which really gives it a finished look. Now when people walk in here, this really feels like it was a natural part of the space to begin with. You know, the rest of the house really does feel light and airy, but in here I wanted it to feel like my client's space. I mean, he wanted kind of darker tones in here. He wanted his music. He wanted things that were really reflective of what he's inspired by. So I did a more masculine fan that was a little bigger than normal. I also did darker floors in here, a really neutral gray on the walls. I even wanted to incorporate the wood that's on the bar that Clint made. All those elements are what really make it feel a little more masculine in this space. So really, I think the thing I love most about this room in general is that it's really reflective of my client and what he's inspired by. When designing the Ridley home, I wanted to make sure it felt like a guy's place without it being too dark and heavy. So here in the master bedroom, I just really love how simple and clean it is in here. This room is just a really good blend of texture, wood, and metal elements, but I also just love that the trim is darker than the wall, so it really kind of does a play on color. It has that masculine feel in here, but it's not too heavy, where it still feels pretty light and airy. You know, this headboard was really simple to make. We basically had our welder who did these really cool sliding doors make this headboard so it tied in. We've got 2 of these doors that lead into the walk-in closet and the master bathroom. You know, I just really love the texture and the blend that this brings to the rest of this room. I feel like it gives it that masculine touch. And here in the master bathroom, you'll see that carried in here as well. I love these concrete countertops. We did this double vanity. Even though the space is limited, we still did these really cool wall mount faucets. But one of my favorite things in here is this wall-mounted shelf with the wood. So it really, again, it brings that balance to this darker tile, these harsher elements. I think the wood really tones all that down. It also gives really good practical storage for my client. This project was a really fun one for me. I really feel like this is the ultimate bachelor pad. There's a really good blend of simple elements mixed with modern and that ranch style that I know he really liked. We had a lot of fun with this one. When designing the master suite for the Ferguson family, we had to make the most of the limited floor plan, and the best way to invigorate a small space is by paying close attention to the details. My client really loves marble, and she wanted it everywhere in her bathroom, so I thought if we're gonna do all of the same surface, why not do a play on pattern? So on the floor, as you see, we did a herringbone pattern. On the wall and on this arch, we did a brick pattern. And then if you look here in the shower, same material, but it's just a play on pattern. I feel like we've created a beautiful bathroom for these clients. It's stunning, but there's also great statement pieces that really set it apart. Let's go check out the master bedroom. Since the client really wanted a large master bathroom, it really cut into the size of the master bedroom. I was really intentional about the way that the floor laid, whether it go horizontal or vertical. I really wanted this room to feel longer than it really is, and even with the diamond pattern on the wall, it really elongates the wall. It makes the room feel higher and taller than it really is. This was a large house, but there was a lot of fun design elements that we got to play with. I really enjoyed working on this one.